Happy New Year, guys. Let's talk about sales success in 2023. I'm Charlett. I'm your sales coach and feminine leadership mentor, and I'm so excited for this IG live this morning and give you some actionable tools that you can implement in your business. I want to set the context, I want to set the vibe, I want to get us in the right energy to get 2023 off the right foot. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Good morning, Momong, is that your name? Good morning, welcome you guys. Hi, Julie. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We will, in this live video, reflect on my sales success from 2022. I will share the things that I've done to help me and help my clients hit extraordinary sales last year, and what we've learned from all the lessons from last year and how we're going to implement those into the next year. So if you're new to my world, you're in for a treat. If you've been in my world, I'm so excited you guys are here. Welcome. Actually let us know in the comments where you are calling or where you're zoning in from. I'm curious. Would love to hear in the comment section where everyone is coming in from. All right, let's get started. So the things that I want to cover today are, number one, how I turned new followers into raving fans and paying clients. What are the things that I've done? I will also talk about how, the strategies on how I sold out my different launches, all the programs, everything that I launched in the last year. I was actually really happy. In the last couple of weeks, I was doing a lot of reflection. I was looking that everything that I've offered sold last year. I'm really, really happy about it. And the last thing I want to talk about is how I'm planning to grow my business in 2023 for even more freedom. Because this is truly why you and I probably sign up for running an online business. It's not the easiest thing. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. But we're doing this to have freedom, to have freedom of choice, to get up in the morning and decide what we want to offer value to, how we can serve our community today, the freedom to choose how we're designing our day, the freedom to choose how much money we are making, the freedom to choose what causes we want to support. It's not just about the money. Money is great, but it's really about the contribution that we want to make and how we can make it. Just the freedom of choice to create whatever we want to create. So I want to know who here who's listening and either live or watching the replay, who is ready for more in 2023. Drop an emoji in the chat box, in the comment section. Let me know who's ready for more impact, more income, more influence, more, you're just feeling this energy. You know you're meant for more. You're feeling it in your heart. You know me. Yes, you know you're ready. You feel it inside of you, and you've tried all the things. You've tried so many things, and you feel you know this is what you want. You're really committed to your business. You're really committed to your path. You have your vision. You know where you're going. You just feel this activation inside of you. Drop an emoji in the chat box. I want to know who is ready, who is feeling this energy. And here's the thing, you guys, so often we have this energy in the beginning of the year. We're starting the new year and we have all these goals and intentions and we're so ready for more. And then this energy lasts for maybe a month, maybe two, and then it kind of fizzles out a little bit. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for growth spurts and then going these roller coaster rides. I'm here to help you build a sustainable business. I'm here for slow and steady growth. I'm here for building a solid foundation. I'm here for helping you build a business that lights you up. I'm here to help you build something remarkable for you and your people, for everyone. I want to help you build something substantial. Often when we hear about sales, it feels salesy and slimy and sleazy because we're just in there to get clients and to make the money. That's not the vibe in my world. That's not how we operate over here. What we do in my world is focusing on brand, content, and building relationships from the heart. And when we focus on those three things, the money comes, the clients come, the sales naturally unfold. Things just fall in place if our intentions are right. People can feel, especially these days where everyone is posting on social media, people's BS radar is so high. People can feel it when we're just in it to make the money, when we're just in there to get that next client, when we're only showing up to sell. People feel it. People feel it when we're only showing up to sell, when we're only showing graphics of our next offer. And then when we're not selling, we're not showing up. People feel that. That's not the vibe in my world. In my world, we are focusing on building a personal brand, an iconic brand that stands out. We're focusing on content that converts. Here's the thing, with good content, you guys, that's how clients find you. When your content is on point, new people find you all the time. If your content is activating, inspiring people to move, you have paying clients dropping into your DMs. Your content is one of the most important aspects of your business. Everyone who's in my world, they know we really dial in on content. Content that activates people to move. Content that speaks to people's desires. I'm not someone talking about pain points. There's a lot of marketing strategies out there, a lot of sales coaches, they're like, okay, let's really dial in on people's pain points and talk about those. To me, that's a really low frequency state. And to me, that brings people in their wounded feminine or masculine and does not lead to empowered choices. We are operating in my world in really high frequency states. Joy, pleasure, empowerment, confidence and certainty. We want to activate people to move. We want to bring people closer to their desires. That's what we're here for. All right. I want to tell you that I've not always operated like that. When I came from my almost 10 years in corporate sales and I started off online, I was a hustler. I was a new mom with a baby at home, and I would work every opportunity I would get. I would work on nap breaks. I would work when my daughter was like playing or just like looking at stuff as a baby, I would work. I would kind of always try to work in the cracks of times. Every bathroom break at night. I was a hustler. I built a really successful social selling business this way, but I was a hustler. I was fully operating in my masculine energy and I was tired. I was burnt out and it really had an effect on my relationship. So I'm not here for the hustle culture. I'm not here to give you all these action steps to like start off this new year strong, but then being totally tired and burned out by March or April. That's not the vibe. We're here to build a solid business for sustainable growth, and it does take time. It does take a little bit of time. All right. So we're in this new energy. We started the new year. We know we are ready to move. We're ready to have more impact, more influence, more income in 2023. We're ready to grow. We are action takers. You guys know I always talk about it. Action takers are money makers. We spend too much time in our head dwelling on things, not being able to make a choice. As an entrepreneur, we got to make choices quickly. We got to choose quickly and we got to move. We got to keep moving. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes, but we got to move. So I'm here for those action takers, for people who know they're ready for that next milestone in their business, whatever that looks like to you. I'm here for those people. So I wanted to start off this little training here with what I did in 2022 to help find new ideal clients and convert them into paying clients and also raving fans. We've built a community in this last year, a community of the most incredible, remarkable female entrepreneurs from all different industries. I have social sellers in my world who I love. I have different coaches in my world who I absolutely adore. Small business owners, I have someone with a clothing brand, publishers, like all different female entrepreneurs who know they're meant for more, who desire to make an impact and trail their own path. That's what we're here for. So what did I do in 2022 to create this? So my focus for this last year was building a personal brand, which this is something that is so important. When we have a brand, a personal brand, we don't have to sell. Or I should say the selling part becomes really easy because we're known for something. We want to focus on brands, which means we're focusing on our values and on a feeling. So when people enter our worlds, they love us for our energy. They love us for who we are. And they see consistency in who we are because we keep showing up as the same human person, right? Same person. We don't change who we are and what we do every 5 minutes. We build a personal brand around who we are, around our values, and how we make people feel. So when you look on your content on social media, you want to find consistency on how you make people feel. After this live training, I actually want to encourage you to look at your Instagram feed or your Facebook or your LinkedIn, wherever you are most frequently on. I want you to look at that and see what is that feeling that I give my people, my audience. How do I make them feel? Do they feel empowered? Do they feel ready to move when they're watching my content, or do they feel less than? Do they feel not good enough? Guys, no one wants to be educated, right? No one wants to be told. People want to feel. People want to feel, and people want to feel that they are part of something bigger than themselves. People want to feel. So what are your values and how do you make people feel? This was something that I focused on all 2022, on my brand, my personal brand. The next thing that I focused on was content. Creating content from my heart to activate people to move. I was speaking to people's desires. I would bring people in a higher frequency state. I would show people that it is possible for them. I'm not someone who was talking on pain points. I would not dwell down on pain points and tell people what they did wrong and why things are not working for them. I'm like, you are absolutely capable of doing this. And we're talking about desires in my word. We make people dream again. We make people take action. Because you and I know dreams are great, desires are great, but if we are not moving, if we're not taking action, nothing actually happens. But with this approach, with this kind of content creation, I attracted the most incredible human beings into my world. People who are also high vibe, who are positive, who are optimistic, who are action takers, who are not just dreamers, but people who see their dream and they're willing to do whatever it takes. People who are showing up no matter what. This is so important. So many people run their business and they show up when it's easy. They show up when it's convenient. They show up when they have sales coming in. They show up when they have something to sell. They show up when it feels right, when they feel good. But then they stop showing up when they're uncomfortable. They don't do anything when things are not working. We want to be the first people, the people who are showing up for our community no matter what. We're showing up for our business, for our people, for our dreams and our goals. We're doing the damn thing. We show up even when it's uncomfortable. If you're working your 9 to 5, you cannot just say, oh, I'm calling out today because I'm just not feeling like it. But somehow we do this as entrepreneurs. We just don't feel like it, so then we don't create any kind of content today. We don't do anything today. And yes, there's time definitely where we rest and where we take breaks, obviously. I'm all about building a holistic business. I'm not about hustle, culture, and burnout. I talked about this before. But it does take commitment. It does take consistently showing up. And then the third thing that I was really focusing on in 2022 was building heart-centered relationships. And I did this 2 different ways. One, I've created a community of female entrepreneurs who meets every single Thursday at 11 o'clock. If you guys are not part of this and you want to be part of this wonderful community, drop me a DM. We're meeting every Thursday at 11 o'clock. And we just connect and network for growth. We connect and network to help each other grow and expand. We come together to share who we are, we share what we do, and we come together to support each other and help each other grow. And that can look very different for different people, but there are people who found clients in this group. There's people who found podcast opportunities in this group. There's people who came and they found guest expert sessions in this group, all about becoming more visible and growing and expanding in their business. So if you're not part of Connect and Network yet, drop me a message. I would love to have you. There's also a link in my bio where you can just sign up and join. Completely free. An incredible group of female entrepreneurs to be part of. And it's growing even more next year. I'm really dialing in more, even on the things that I've already done. Community, building relationships from the heart. I've also built a wonderful Facebook group just 5 months ago. We now have over 300 people in there, and all people I met one-on-one. It's not just like inviting all my friends to this. It's building relationship with other female entrepreneurs, seeing if we connecting, if we have something in common, and inviting them into my world if they want to learn more about sales and feminine leadership. So we've grown by over 300 people in the last 5 months. And it's a really active community. There's a lot of sales trainings in there, little mini trainings. It's all free. It's all about serving the community, building relationships. I'm always there to serve first my community before I'm asking for a sale. It's not what it's about. So building community, building heart-centered relationships, that was the focus of 2022. Now let's talk about the launches. How I've sold everything that I've offered, right? In 2022. I've sold spots to every offer that I put out there. And I'm extremely proud of that because this has been my first year as a coach in addition to my other business, right? And it started because in 2022, people were seeing how I've showed up on social media. They saw how I've built my social selling business to 6 figures. And they were like, I would love your help. I would love to see how you've built this. Can you help me? So I became a sales coach and a feminine leadership mentor because I believe in feminine heart-centered sales. And I believe in no hustle and no grinding and no burnout strategies. So I launched my very first program in January 2022, and I've helped over 70 people this year build consistent sales in their business. So how did I sell out all the different offers in 2022? One thing is all the things that I've already described: personal brand, content, relationships, right? That's always at the core of everything that I do. But then how do I specifically sold out the launches is I did a lot of market research. I do market research in my community, in my Facebook group. I ask questions on what is it that people desire? Where are my people at and where do they want to go and how can I help them? I have conversations. I have lots of conversations with my people. I want to see where they're at and how I can support them. So I do a lot of market research through polls. Also sometimes in my Instagram story, you guys have seen me. I do lots of polls. I check in with my people. I have conversations. I do polls in my Facebook group. I ask questions. I want to hear where they're at. I want to see what they know and how can I help them with what I know. Market research, lots of it. Lots of it. Before I launch anything, I have an idea. I'm not just going to put it out there. I'm going to see, is there a need for it? Do people actually want this? That's the first thing. And then the second thing is when I know what people want, what people desire, where they want to go, is I check in with, does this light me up? Am I actually good at it? Can I actually help people get there? And does this offer light me up? Am I excited about it? Because if we're not sold on it ourselves, it's going to be really difficult to sell it to other people. In the end of the day, it's all energy. It's all energy. Like people want to be in your energy because they feel something when they are in your energy. They feel activated, they feel motivated, they feel courageous, they feel confident, they feel healthy, they feel inspired. You do something with them in your energy. And this is what people want to be part of. So if you're not sold on whatever you're selling, it's going to be really difficult to sell because people feel it. It's so much more than just putting words out in content or just putting stuff randomly out in your content or in your stories. Everything needs to be created with intention, is with your energy behind it. So people feel drawn to you. So I decide, looking at my offers, I'm like, I freaking love this. Like, I'm so excited to share this with my people, I can't even wait. This is the energy we need to have behind everything that we put out there. We want to be consistent in that, and we want to show up with integrity and authenticity, right? I mean, we heard this a lot right now, but this is the energy that people actually feel when we speak about our offer. It's the energy behind it. So I asked myself, do I love this? And I freaking loved everything that I put out there. I mean, I mainly work one-on-one with people, which is my jam. I love really going deep in people's businesses and brainstorm and really understand where you're at and where you want to go. What's your vision? What are the feelings? What are your values? What are you all about? And helping you unleash what's unique about you. What's your unique identity? What are unique things about you that we can unleash and then put gasoline on the fire, like really help you stand out and build an iconic brand. Oh, I love that. Like, I love that so much. So I mainly work one-on-one with people, but I've hosted a couple of masterminds and a program this year. Be in Demand, which is always available. It's an evergreen course, by the way, which is amazing for everyone wanting to build a sustainable business. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Definitely hit me up if that's something that speaks to you with everything that I've shared so far. All right. And the last thing I did for my launches is really strategically thinking about the energy I want to be in when I talk about the offer. And this is something that we don't talk about often, especially in sales, which is really masculine and you're all about strategies and 1, 2, 3, this is what you want to do. I love strategy, but I really love the feminine energetics part. So here's what I do before I launch any of my programs. I set a context for myself. I get myself in the right energy. I decide if this program is more feminine, which is more about feeling and making people feel and dream and just be more in their body, or if it's more of a masculine offer, which is more about strategy and goals and doing. I decide on that first. What's the energy behind the launch, behind the sale? What's the energy? And before I talk about it, before I write a piece of content, I get myself into this energy. So I listen to the right music, either something that brings me more into my feminine, like more sensual, more soft. I move my body, or something that's more masculine. Maybe I do a harder, like a HIIT workout. I will go here on my bike and like really exercise my body. I get myself in that state, either more feminine or more masculine. I get myself in the energy with the music, with my exercises, with the conversation I have, with the people I surround myself with. I get myself in the right energy. And that matters. That matters so much, and it's very overlooked. And this is something I do the same when every time I create a piece of content. I need to be in the right energy, either more feminine energy, more masculine energy. What do I want to say? How do I serve people? I set the tone. I set the vibe. Flowers, essential oils, candles, music, smell, all the things. How all these things make you feel matters when you write your piece of content. How your environment makes you feel decides how you show up on your next live video. It matters. It's crazy. A couple weeks ago, I did a live class and I had a really terrible day, and you could see it in my energy in this video. It's very different. Sometimes things happen, but I showed up no matter what. But you really want to bring yourself into the state, into this energy. This morning I was really conscious about the energy I want to deliver this video in. And I did the exercise that got me into it. I ate the right foods. I set the way I dressed myself and got myself ready, the way it smells in this room here. I have my essential oils going and all the things. It matters. This is the energy that I wanted to bring to you because I know how it affects everything. So this is the third thing that I've done to sell out every launch. I really got myself into the right energy. I was very intentional who I surround myself with. I was very intentional with my boundaries. I was very intentional with the people I surround myself with, the mentors that I choose, the programs that I joined. Everything was very thought through to where I want to go and who do I need to be to get there. Who do I need to be as a person to get to that next level? Very intentionally thought through. All right, and the third thing I wanted to talk about today was, what is my plan to grow even more in 2023? What are the things that I'm gonna do to create even more freedom and more spaciousness in my life and in my business? I told you guys I was a hustler. I was working 24/7, like to burnout, being tired as a new mom. I have 2 little kids now. I have a wonderful husband, right? I'm busy. I have my hands full. I have lots of clients, run this business. But I want spaciousness in my business. I want everything to feel good. I want everything to light me up. So I'm going to be even more intentional with what I create in 2023. So I will continue to focus on building my brand, focusing on my values, focusing on making people feel empowered, lit up by their life, by their business, by who they are. I'm still focusing on content, really even getting more intentional with my content. I feel like that's a work that never ends. Really get even better in content. It's my jam, I love it, but I want to take it up a notch. I really want to grow even more in 2023. And I'll focus on my offers, and I want to launch some different kind of offers this year. So where in 2022 it was more focused on one-on-one, which I will still do, I will have some more one-to-many opportunities. I want to support people who would like to be in my world, but they want high touch coaching, but at a more lower to mid ticket price, not super high ticket, which is my one-on-one. So I want to be more accessible to people who want to learn different aspects of how I created my business and be in my world and get that high touch coaching experience. So there's going to be some opportunities for that, which I'm really excited about. And I will talk about it a lot. I'm really intentional with content, really intentional with selling my offer, talking about my offers in different ways. Because the thing is, we often think people pay so much attention to everything that we bring out, but it's noisy out there. There's a lot happening, and 2023 is going to be more noisy. There's going to be more people posting, more people showing up. It's going to be more of all the things. So we want to really get good at creating powerful, potent content, really standing out as a brand and talking about our offers in a way that feels good, heart-centered, non-sleazy, really coming from a place of serving our community, because this is what it's all about. All right, you guys, if this conversation lights you up, if you feel activated by this conversation, I have something coming up in the end of January. It's going to be a 2-week Voxer Mind content, activating content that converts, where for 2 weeks we really dial in on your content. You're going to get 10 super potent lessons on how to create activating content that actually converts. And then you have time in the day to implement. You can use the Voxer chat with all these high-level female entrepreneurs. We're going to exchange ideas. We're going to ask all our questions in there, and I come back in the evening and I will answer all your questions. You get feedback. All your content questions will be answered in this Voxer Minds. So it's going to be 2 weeks of potent training on content. Content that activates people to move, content that actually converts new followers and your existing audience into raving fans and paying clients. This is the vibe of this container. If you feel activated by this conversation, if you're an action taker, if you would really understand how to create content that converts, Anna Marie says, so excited, I can't wait. I'm so happy to have you. It's going to be such a good time. I'm really lit up by this. I'm really excited about this, supporting you for 2 weeks, dialing down your content. If that speaks to you, send me a message and I will send you the link. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for watching this training. I'm so grateful for all of you, everyone who's in my community now, everyone who's watching the replay. I love you guys, and I'm so excited what 2023 will bring for you. Have an amazing day. Bye.